This woman has lost her home, sold her car, and sent tens of thousands of dollars to men she's met online.
His hair is down below his ears. He has blue eyes, positive and nice. And I liked that. He was nice to me. And I knew then there was something between us.
That's when everything started getting real bad.
Lillian's daughter, Lily, has lost hope and feels her mother can't be stopped.
Are you doing this interview on your own free will?
No.
Why is that?
Because my daughter wants me to.
We just haven't really been as close.
She doesn't like me.
The family drama.
He just tells her the stupidest stuff and she'll believe it.
I've seen the messages on Slack. This guy does not care about you. You are homeless, run out of money, and you're struggling.
He brought his yacht down here and he's been staying on his yacht about 45 minutes from here.
The Catfish team will step in and figure out who these men really are.
All right, Drew, we have 5 years of research we have to do over the next week.
All right, well, let's get to work, man.
Catfish, me and my family really need your help to break through to my mom.
He bought her apartment complex and he said, don't worry, and you don't have to pay rent anymore, just send me the money.
He wanted her to start opening up bank accounts.
Paul logged in and it turned on his camera. Do you want to see what this person that is claiming to be Paul truly looks like?
Yes. Isn't it horrible?
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your engagement with our videos helps us reach new audiences and could potentially stop other people from being scammed.
All right, so I know we have a crazy case today. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, this one's nuts. So this is from a woman named Lillian, whose mother is also named Lillian. So she's communicating with a man who claims his name is Paul, and he's a lawyer. So she sent a lot of money to this guy. The daughter, she estimates somewhere around $50,000, but the mom has also lost her apartment and her car behind this guy.
This is the story where when I was interviewing Lillian, the scammer was listening in on the interview.
Exactly. Let me read the email. My name is Lily and I'm writing because I think my mom is trapped in a romance scam that has left her homeless. After my dad passed away, she started talking to men online and now she believes a wealthy lawyer named Paul is in love with her. He has a yacht nearby that he shipped and dropped off at a lake close by and is now coming to marry her. She has sent Apple gift cards, Bitcoin, opened bank accounts, sold her car, and stopped paying rent because Paul told her he was buying her an apartment complex. The police eventually called me to pick her up outside her apartment with one bag and her cat. And even then, she still is defending this guy. We had to seize her assets, and now she wants control of it back. But we're scared if we do give her access, she'll send it all to this man, Lily.
Growing up, me and my mom, I wouldn't say we were super close. I mean, I was always a daddy's girl. We always butted heads and we just always would always fight and argue. And I don't know, she just had a strong personality and...
She doesn't like me. Never has liked me. We have fought all her life.
We were pretty close, my children and my mom and my husband, sort of close. But after my dad passed away, we just haven't really been as close to her.
She was a daddy's girl, and if she wanted something and she wanted it from him, she went to me.
The situation that I'm in right now with her scamming or being scammed has taken a toll on just me, obviously, and my family. And so everybody's kind of just a little bit distant from her.
We got married in 73. He died in 2019, and it was a tough time. He had cancer.
He was her world, I guess you could say, and she was his world. Like, they just did everything together.
Very tough dying. I was very upset, but I was at peace. Combination.
Her demeanor changed because they would always go places together. And so she just stayed at her house all the time. And then that's when I guess she started her adventure it started with Christian Mingle, I think is where it started.
Lillian was married for over 40 years and losing her husband was devastating. She eventually found herself on a dating site and met somebody.
So when she told me that she had gone on Christian Mingle to meet, or she met somebody online, at first I was kind of like, excited, like, oh my goodness. But then it felt kind of strange at the same time because it's not my dad, it's some random person. I think I went to her house and she had some flowers. And I was like, oh, who gave you those flowers? And she said, oh, my secret admirer or whatever. And of course, they didn't have a name or anything. And then she said that she met this guy
on the website. George messaged me. He was the first one to contact me.
He looked younger than her. I was kind of, thinking, they don't seem like they'd be a good match.
Well, I thought he was too young. So that's why I was saying he was, I kept on saying, you are 5 years younger than me. He says, it doesn't matter. Seemed positive and nice. And I liked that. He was nice to me. He was more attracted to me than I was to him.
George had he was from Kentucky and had a furniture company. And the furniture company, he ended up having to move to Switzerland. That's why they never could meet or whatever, because he had to move to Switzerland to do the furniture business. So she was talking to George for a year or maybe more, and she was always just on her phone talking to George. She was excited, and she told me that he obviously was rich and he couldn't wait to meet us.
The romance between Lillian and George quickly took a back seat when he needed her help financially.
One day, she said that she wanted me to go with her to a gas station. And then so I go in there with her and I look and there's a Bitcoin machine. Well, I've never seen a Bitcoin. I don't even know what a Bitcoin is. And I'm just like, what in the world is going on? And she was on her phone doing something. And I'm just like, I was just so confused. And I had no idea what was going on. And so she went down there to do that so that he could get his medical treatment. In my mind, I was kind of like, that's weird. But I did question her, like, why does he need Bitcoin? Doesn't he have insurance or whatever with his job? But she was really excited that she had met this man. Then she started talking to another man.
After about a year of talking, George introduced Lillian to his lawyer, Paul, and the two seemed to hit it off.
Paul is George's lawyer. That's how he came into the scene. He was doing things for George.
There was a text message that I saw and it said something, hi, I'm Paul, George's lawyer. And then they just started talking and he sent her a picture.
And he sent, hello, beautiful. And I knew then there was something between us. And that was at least 4 years ago.
He messaged her directly on her phone about business matters for George. And then I guess it went from there.
Rugged, broken nose with a cowboy hat on. His hair is down below his ears. He has blue eyes. His voice just picks me up and takes me with him. When George decided he didn't like Paul claiming me, George wanted me to himself. He told me not to talk to Paul at all whatsoever.
He basically told my mom at the time, like, George is evil, don't talk to him anymore. Like, he's really bad, don't talk to him. And then he just took over, and then they are in love now. He wanted her to start opening up bank accounts. And then that's when I was kind of, this doesn't sound good.
Eventually, the request for money and the excuses of why Paul couldn't come started flowing in.
When she met Paul, that's when everything started getting real bad. And he just tells her the stupidest stuff and she'll believe it. And she won't listen. Like, she said that he was coming to visit her in his private airplane, and she drove to the airport to wait for him. After I said, he's not coming. Why do you think he's coming? Well, he said he is. No, he's not coming. Well, she took it upon herself to drive to the airport to wait for him. And apparently he had shipped he shipped his yacht. I don't know how he got it down here. He brought his yacht down here, and he's been staying on his yacht about 45 minutes from here, but yet he can't come and see her. And I'm sure there's some excuse. I just quit asking because it gets crazier and crazier. She did have a car, but she sold it to Paul as an investment. One day I went to go visit her, and I didn't see her car. And I said, "Hey, where are you at?" And she said, "Oh, I'm in the house." And I was like, "Oh, well, where's your car?" And she said, "Oh, I had a wreck." So when I was cleaning out her apartment after everything, I found the paperwork where she had sold it to CarMax and got $14,000 off of it.
Just as it seemed things couldn't get worse, Lillian suddenly found herself homeless.
He told her that he was purchasing her apartment complex. Well, so she's all like, "Oh, okay." And so, of course, he said, "Don't worry about your rent. I'll take care of it. You can live there for free." And so my phone rings. So I pick up the phone, and it's a police officer. "Ma'am, can you we need you to come pick up your mom." And I said, "Oh, well, where is she?" "She's at her apartment." So I drive over there, and I pull up, and it was probably one of the saddest days that I've ever experienced, besides my dad's death, probably, because you just pull up and your mom just has a little bag sitting there and her little cat. And so I call, and we found an assisted living place, got the process going for that, and she was able to move in like a week later. But now that I know that Paul's real intentions were basically to take all her money and leave her with nothing, and it's just pure evil. And then the fact that she's still, even to this day, even this week, still talking to him, even after I keep telling her stuff. So I think that Paul and George are two scammers, and I think that they are competing to see who can get the most money out of her, and they don't care to what extreme it causes her. I'm pretty sure these scammers stole at least $50,000, if not more, from her.
Lily and her family have done everything they could to try and get her mom to stop talking to these profiles online. They've even taken control of her funds, but it hasn't stopped her.
Well, the last 6 years, especially after my dad died, we've just become more distant, and because she doesn't want to hear anything that I have to say about anything about these scammers. It's almost like she is just brainwashed. I don't know what you would call it, but he has just taken over her life, like everything. I think that she's missing the attention that she had from being with my dad for so long, and the attention that he gave her, that she's just so addicted to the attention that this is bringing to her. Catfish, me and my family really need your help to break through to my mom and hopefully stop this scamming situation that she's in.
If you like this video, please consider subscribing. And once you've done that, give this video a like too. If you're looking to contact us and you think you might need our help to figure out who you've been communicating with online, or maybe you need help breaking through to a friend or family member, don't hesitate to reach out to our email, sharemystory@socialcatfish.com. We can help you find the answers you've been looking for.
Hi Seekers, we'll get you back to the video right away. I have something extremely important to talk to you about. We recently built a site called scamcomplaints.org, and it would mean the world to us if you would share this with everybody you know. We've revolutionized the way that scams are reported with this website. The way it works is you go to scamcomplaints.org. If you've been scammed, there are 2 types of reports you can fill out. One is a longer report. One is just filling out basic information like email addresses, phone numbers, or just reporting profiles. We take all that information and we share it to law enforcement, banks, and websites. So if the person has scammed anybody else, it alerts those sites right away. And it also increases the chance of something positive happening on your end. If you don't need it, share it with everybody you know. And if you've been scammed, go to the website, fill it out right now. We'll make sure that that information gets passed along to the right authorities. You'll even get a downloadable PDF at the end.
The next day, David and I sat down to come up with a game plan on how we were going to help Lillian and Lily.
I mean, the first thing we have to talk about, like, he's not just messaging her, he's monitoring her.
Right.
Actually monitoring her. Like, if you remember, we were talking, and when I was in the interview with her, I kept hearing this Slack, which is like a business communication tool that we use here.
Yeah.
And so I knew the sound, and he kept calling her, and then eventually I caught on, and I'm like, are you talking to this person? And she admitted that they were.
Okay, she did not say anything about you. He did not say anything about you. I don't know how to read it without you being here. I don't know what he's trying to tell me.
Are you talking to me or him?
Yeah, I was kind of talking to you. I'm sorry. I just wondered if he told me to do something, to say something to you, and he's not.
Oh, has he been on the phone the whole time?
No.
Oh, okay. Is he on right now?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
I have the card. I don't know if I'm on audio or not. I have the card. I have instructions. We're going to talk those things over anyway after I get through here. Okay? I'm hanging up. If you're there, I don't know. Hello? We're still talking. We need to be off the phone by now. Are you okay? He's trying to make sure I'm okay.
And so he was sitting there listening. When I got to the part of asking about him, she totally clammed up and she wouldn't give me anything because he was on that call and I had to end it.
Yeah, it's crazy. What I noticed about parts of the call is it sounded like she was kind of playing it off and pretending like he wasn't on the call, but really, I think he was listening to the whole thing.
Yeah, I think there were 2 or 3 instances where he kept calling back, and then I noticed her head was down like this, and I thought it was just the way she sat, but I think she had her ear to listen to what he was saying.
Yeah.
So here's one thing. Normally when we sit down with these people, we say, hey, are you doing this on your own free will? And she said no.
And are you doing this interview on your own free will?
No.
You're not doing it on you're being forced to?
Oh, yeah.
Why is that?
Because my daughter wants me to.
The family drama between them two, it seems like they just have a complicated relationship, I'd say.
Yeah, so I mean, I think it's easier from the outside to assess what's going on at a high level. Yeah. There's a lot of history there that we don't know, but Lily expressed that the frustration of dealing with her mom, and also said that just growing up, they just butted heads a lot because they were somewhat similar. And now that they're older, it's been 10 times worse, especially since this person has gotten involved in Lillian's life.
So this guy, Paul, he's a lawyer, he's wealthy. What else do we know about him?
So Paul's actually George's lawyer. And at one point, George had asked Lillian to communicate with Paul because they were working on a deal together. After they started talking for a few months, Paul comes back to Lillian and says, stop talking to George, he's evil. And she cut ties with him completely.
So they're fighting over her.
Exactly. So now Paul's stepped in. That's the person she's talking to, she's in love with.
Yeah.
But she's been sending him tons of money.
What do we have as far as research goes?
So we got really lucky because Lily actually had an old phone of Lillian's. And so she went through the old phone and she was able to get contracts, she was able to get Bitcoin addresses, she was able to get people's names. And so we actually have all the historical information up until this phone got replaced. And so she's actually sent us quite a few details. I think we have enough to do some real research, We have Paul, and him being a lawyer, we can look up the license and see if it's legitimate and find out who he is. There's George that supposedly has this manufacturing company in the US that we can look up and we can see if it's a real manufacturing company. We have phone numbers, we have emails that we can look up. We're gonna try an IP tracker and then even try to bait this person to get him on camera.
Right.
And I wanna say, like, this is one of the evilest people we've ever dealt with. This person is fully convinced Lillian, who's 71 and she's starting to age a little bit, that he bought her apartment complex and told her not to pay because she ran out of money to send him, and she was concerned about that. He said, don't worry, I bought your apartment complex and you don't have to pay rent anymore, just send me the money. Lily tells me that randomly she gets a call from a sheriff, and the sheriff says, you need to come pick up your mom because she doesn't have a place to live because she hasn't paid her rent in months. So where we're sitting at now, she's been moved to a care facility and she's still defending and she believes Paul. And they're worried that if they give her access to anything else, she's gonna give it directly to him.
I mean, do you think that we can help her? What's the plan?
I've said this a few times, but I really mean it this time. Like, I'm really skeptical. Like, I almost feel like if we don't get this guy on camera and see his face, she won't believe us.
Yeah. I mean, at minimum, let's get his IP address and figure out what his location is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's do it. All right.
Now that we had a plan, it's time to track down the suspect and get the evidence we need to break through to Lillian.
All right, Drew, we have 5 years of research we have to do over the next week.
All right, well, let's get to work, man.
So I've gotten pictures of both Paul and George. So if you remember, George was initially the first person that Lillian met before she ended up getting introduced to Paul, right? And so there were a lot of issues going on with George at the time.
Right.
And one of them, he was sitting in the hospital.
We've seen it like 1,000 times. It's obviously Photoshop. It just looks low resolution, right?
Yeah, like we've seen this exact same hospital bed picture, broken leg in the hospital.
Yeah.
And if you look at the head, it's actually like proportionately smaller. Mm-hmm. And like you said, it's grainy. I don't even know if we have to run a reverse image search on that. We'll find out where the source is for it, but we know we've seen this before. Mm-hmm. So we have a lot of phone numbers and emails for both George and Paul. So what we'll do is start looking those up, try to see if we can find any social media, verify where they came from.
Okay.
I mean, running the email address for both George and Paul, like, returned no results on Social Catfish.
That's not a good sign.
No.
Yeah.
So this is George's email that didn't return any information. It looks like there's a Twitter account that was just recently created, Tubi, Firefox, Quora, Pinterest, and then Grammarly. And then here's the Google profile, but there's nothing attached to it of this guy. So what I'll do is I have a few other pictures, I'll save them, and then I'll run all the pictures at once. Because what typically happens with an image search, maybe we run 10 pictures and maybe only 4 of them will actually match.
Right, okay. Haven't we seen this guy before?
100%. Like, I don't remember exactly what his name is, but I know we've had 1 or 2 cases with this same guy's face. So it's not looking good. So let me run these phone numbers really quickly. So this is interesting. So the first phone number that I ran returned a woman by the name of Nicole from Medford, New Jersey. But there's like no tie to like a George or Paul with this profile.
New Jersey? That's kind of weird, right?
Yeah, we should call the number.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic.
Send her a text.
Definitely seems like it's active though.
Yeah, it's definitely inactive.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's an actual cell phone. So we do know that. The other thing, George had sent his social security number to her. And so what I'll do is I'll just like look it up. And so there's some tools that we can look up and put in a social security number to see where it was issued and approximately like age range of the person. And so what we can do is, like, when we talk to Lillian, let's just ask her, like, because we know for sure the social security number was issued in Texas. Yeah. We'll ask her if he ever mentioned being born in Texas or living in Texas at any point in his life.
And then I wonder about his age too, because this is estimating 51 to 63. Isn't he older than that?
Yeah, I think he's older.
Yeah.
So, I mean, something's not right. It's a valid social security number, but we definitely need to ask her some questions. Yeah. Okay, moving on to Paul. We got a few pictures, but like most of them were blurry like this. So in the pictures, he's wearing this like train shirt, but there's like one thing too, there's a coffee shop, and there's this new AI technology that can actually like enhance like a picture. So even if it's like blurry or whatever. So after putting it in there, I got this, but it was like missing something. Like if you look, there's something else like written underneath there. Do you see that?
Yeah. There it is.
I think that's it. So this cafe, so it's in Sunnyvale, California. Paul is supposedly in Fairfield, California. It's like an hour and 25 minutes away.
That's
not
not
far.
far.
Yeah, not far. So with the image search, I was able to find a social media profile, and I actually followed up with Lily. And when I followed up with her, she had actually said that her mom had actually seen this profile. But one thing that's like really interesting, so the last post from this person is 2025. And the thing is, it looks like a legit profile. Like if you look here, I mean, it looks like somebody's actually like commenting. Nobody's getting love bombed. These pictures look pretty like normal. Yeah. And then there's like normal people liking the pictures. So it looks like he's a bus driver right here, right? He's telling Lillian that he's a lawyer. Like this doesn't look like a guy that's a lawyer at all. And this is like, I mean, it's 2015. He could have gone to school.
Wait, right here it says volleyball and basketball referee.
That was 2021. I mean, why would a lawyer put that as their like current job on their Facebook profile? So check this out, dude. So in the Facebook profile, so it's a domain. When we look up scam websites, we try to look at like contact information, who is. I think we can do the same thing with him. And if we can get lucky, we can find out contact information, or we can see what type of website he had.
Okay.
So first thing I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna look at the domain registration. It looks like, oh my gosh. So he registered this domain in 2005. So we're talking 21 years ago. Oh yeah, baby, let's go. Nice. Look, so he has a website called Train Related. Let's see. You see his train shirt in that one picture?
Yeah, it's on brand, right?
Oh, phone number. What? Look at this mayor's license. Astoria Court.
Oh, yeah. Because how would this person know all this? Like, if it's a scammer.
Why would they use his real info?
Everything.
I'm gonna call. Let's call. Call Mr. Paul. Oh, I got another number too. Another email.
Hi, thanks for calling. Sorry I missed your call. Please text me. My phone is notorious for turning off the volume, and I can't usually get to my voicemails. So please text me. Thank you very much.
Paul didn't answer, but our suspicions grew after we found out that the real Paul's information matched all of the information that this scammer gave to Lillian. We needed to get a hold of the real Paul. So after he didn't answer, David decided to shoot him a text, and we were one step closer to figuring out what was really going on.
I just text him I don't know if he's involved. There's a lot that's connected to him. I don't think so though. I think best case scenario is if we could get him on camera and talk to Lillian and be like, this is me, you're not talking to me, you're not dating me.
Yeah.
That would end this nightmare for the family.
For sure.
This new information was just what we needed to break through to Lillian. David secretly gave Lily our fake banking site, knowing she would give it to Paul. This would be our nail in the coffin. Paul would log in to claim his funds, and that would trigger his camera, showing us exactly what he looks like. David and the research team took the next couple of days to put the finishing touches on the research, and then we sat down with Lillian to give her the truth.
Good morning, ladies. How you doing? My name is Drew.
Good.
Hi. Are you guys ready for today?
Yes.
This has been a long time coming for you, Lillian. Like, you've been through this for a long time, and hopefully today we're going to put it to rest. Lily, I know you've been going through a lot. How are you feeling about going into today?
Nervous and excited. I want to know the answers.
What do you think you're gonna hear today?
I really don't know. That's my honest answer.
I know, Lillian, that you believe that Lily hates you and she's out to get you, but Lily does care about you. And I sat down with Lily for 2 hours. And I talked to her about the story, and her heart's breaking for her mom. And she truly cares about you. I promise you that.
No.
Let's get through it, and then let's get through the family stuff, because we want to leave you both in a better place than when we met you.
Right.
Okay? So I know you're not really talking to George, but we do want to talk about George just a little bit.
Right. Oh, he's talking to me.
I want to talk about the images that you received from George. Do you remember that image of him in the hospital? This is a known image to be used by people pretending to be other people that they're not online.
Yeah, the fake image?
So you know it's fake and you're still talking to the guy?
No, I'm not really talking to the guy.
Okay, all right.
Next up, are you ready for more?
Yes.
Okay, let's get to it.
We took all the email addresses and all the phone numbers that you were given by George and Paul, okay? When you look up a phone number or an email address, Lillian, there are footprints online, okay? So if I look up your email address, and I'll actually do it live right now, okay, to show you how this works. This right here is your Yahoo account, okay? And from your Yahoo account, I can see here that you had a Zynga account, which was like a gaming platform. You signed up for a Microsoft account. You have a Google account with a company called Plex, account with a company called Smule. And then also you have an Adobe account, a Pandora account, an Apple account. You have 2 Facebook accounts, by the way. Do you see all the stuff I'm able to pull just from your email?
Yeah, I can't read it, but I see it.
That's all I'm trying to show you. So when we ran the information for Paul and George, it returns 0 information. And what that means is those emails haven't been used to sign up for anything online. And for somebody who's in their 50s, right, that has had an email for a while, they should have accounts associated with them. And there are 0 accounts, which is a big red flag. And so that's what we believe is the information that you were given, the email addresses and the phone numbers from both Paul and George were recently created because nothing ties back to any accounts. Okay, does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
So we looked up the social security number, okay? So you were given a social security number, I think it was by Paul, right? So
Okay.
we can look up social security numbers and just see where they came from, the age range of the person. And so the year that this social security number was issued was 1979.
Okay.
Okay, so it is a real social security number, but it was issued for somebody who's 47 years old, not in their late 50s or 60s.
So either this is not his social security number or he's lying to you about his age too. Either way, he's lying.
No.
So let's go on to the next part. You're married to Paul right now, as far as you know, correct?
That's what he said.
You know, there's a few things that immediately popped out as red flags. First of all, I just got married like 6 months ago. This looks nothing like an official marriage license. It looks nothing like the marriage license my wife and I signed, for one. Okay, for 2, it's in a state that I live in. Both David and I live in, which is California. There is no San Antonio in California, Lillian.
Okay.
And then if you look at your date of birth, the formatting, but if you look at their place of birth, if this is an official document, it would be consistent across the board.
Right. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then if you look at the license number, this isn't the format that a marriage license would use in the District of Columbia.
Okay.
So, I mean, we've kind of chalked this up as it's fake. This is a fake document. This is another thing that this person has lied to you about. How do you feel about this?
I know he does. And I call him on it. And I tell him, nope, you're not telling me the truth. Tell me the truth.
Is it just to pass the time for you? What is this for you?
Yes. Just to pass the time. If I ever found someone who was really real, you would know it. Not you. She would. If she would accept him. I don't think she'll ever accept anyone.
I think she would be stoked to have you have a real life relationship. I actually truly believe that. She told me the story. When you met the first guy you met online, she was excited for you. So we took Paul's pictures, okay? And we did what's called a reverse image search. And with a reverse image search, we can see if an image is public, we can see where those images are from. But those images took me to a page that looks like this, a Facebook page that looks like this.
Paul.
So the name is Paul. So this is Paul's real Facebook account, but I want to show you a few things because we dug into this.
Okay.
So right here, he's self-employed as a volleyball and basketball referee. Does that sound like somebody who's a lawyer?
No.
And so we were not able to verify that Paul Hell was a lawyer at all. In fact, the more we dug in, the more interesting things we found. And so one other thing, in the Facebook account, Paul says he's single, right here. And then also he has these websites, okay? And so when we go to the websites, it's no longer up. So I go to a website called Wayback Machine, and then this website goes back to 2006, okay? So this website is 20 years old. And so I was able to go back a few years.
Okay.
So this is Paul's website, and this is Paul's phone number, his real phone number. That's not one of the numbers that you were given. And then if you see what Paul does, he does website design and maintenance, and then he does events, and then he's an actor.
I know he's a singer.
And then if you go into any of these links, there will be pictures and videos of stuff that Paul was in going back 20 years. And so Paul's not a lawyer at all. The real Paul Hell is a guy that coaches, or that is a referee for sports, and then has done some acting and some singing also.
Yeah, he's not a lawyer.
I end up calling Paul, but one interesting thing is he never responded. And I called him a lot of times, and it was his. In fact, if you want to hear his voicemail.
Yes, because I want to call it.
This is what the real Paul sounds like if it goes to the voicemail.
Hi, thanks for calling. Sorry I missed your call. Please text me. My phone is notorious for turning off the volume, and I can't usually get to my voicemails. So please text me. Thank you very much.
So that's what the real Paul sounds like.
That's him. That's him. That's Paul.
100%. Like when you're talking to Paul, you're not always talking to Paul. I know that for sure, and I'm going to prove it to you in a second. So Paul, the real Paul, is either helping this person scam you. I want you to listen to that. And has given this person like their information, or they're being scammed just like you. The scammer's asking them for information like a driver's license and other information, and they're giving that to you.
You think he's being scammed?
I either think Paul's being scammed and they've gotten access to his information that way, or Paul is giving the information willingly to this person to help them out.
So she's not really talking to the real Paul.
You are not talking to the real Paul. You're definitely not talking to the real Paul. Do you want to see what the guy looks like that you're talking to?
Yes.
Yes. I thought we did.
No.
No.
Oh, the guy that's
Just
The middleman.
the twin.
He ain't a twin. I'll tell you that right now. So Lillian, I want to say I did lie to you.
Okay.
And you might be a little frustrated with me, but it allowed me to find out who you're talking to.
Okay.
So do you know the banking website that Lily gave you access to? That was me. It wasn't a real banking website.
Okay.
And I knew you would give the guy the username and password. I know you did because I'm able to track everything in the account when it happened.
So basically what happens, Lillian, is David has booby-trapped this website. So the login that David sent to you and then you forwarded to Paul logged into that. Paul, right? When you sent that login to Paul logged in and it turned on his camera. Do you want to see what this person that is claiming to be Paul truly looks like?
Yes. Isn't it horrible?
I mean, he Doesn't look like Paul. Like, you tell me if that's horrible.
He doesn't look like your type for sure. What do you think we're gonna show you? What do you think he looks like in your mind?
He hadn't had a bath in 3 days. His hair is all messed up.
You think it still looks like that man in the pictures?
I think there's that man is in there.
So this is what this person looked like when his phone turned on. Can you see that?
Oh yeah.
What is it?
It's like that's a man, and it's clearly not Paul because he's a black man.
So you were given an ID, a national ID from Nigeria. So this is him,
Okay.
and this is his TikTok account. So the guy you're talking to right now is not Paul, it's this Lawson person.
Not Paul.
So he's pretending to be in love with you, and I've seen the messages on Slack. This guy does not care about you, Lillian. You were homeless, you had run out of money, you're going to banks, you're doing all these things, and you're struggling like to figure out where you're gonna move to, you're struggling to pay your bills. And his only response that I'm seeing is always, can you get this money? Can you get this loan? Where's the money that you sent me? Did you fill out the application? Did you verify your identity? He doesn't care about you in any way, shape, or form. So you're being romance scammed, Lillian.
Okay, that's what it's. Yeah. Okay.
This is what Lawson sounds like.
Yeah, I can't really understand him.
Because it's in a different language. So this is the guy you're giving access to for taxes. He doesn't even live in the US. What do you think his intentions are?
He wants money, so he's trying to get money. Yeah.
And so here's one thing I will say, Lillian. Like, I know Lily cares about you. Like, I know you guys have your stuff. I'm not trying to say you don't. I'm not gonna downplay that at all. But I do know Lily cares about you. And she's felt that by taking control of these assets, it keeps you from being in a worse position than you're at, because you have applied for loans, you have done the e-verification, you lost your house, you sold your car, you've given all your money, and you're in not so great of a spot, and she just cares about you. And I'm making assumptions, so Lillian, tell me if I'm right or wrong, but I think that Lillian would give you access to your money again and do this if you stay committed and don't talk to this guy anymore.
That's you.
I know. I mean, the reason that I took over your money is because I knew all along what was happening. I saw the red flags.
Okay.
And that's why I took.
We're going forward now.
I know. So, I mean, I'm willing to let you have access to it if you're willing to delete the app and quit talking to these people.
Lillian,
Uh-huh.
what's your thoughts?
Are you going to delete it?
I was going to delete the.
Wow.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yes.
That's
please.
amazing. That's amazing.
The one more thing though, Lillian, is this person, he's gonna be relentless. He's gonna reach out to you from different numbers. He's gonna tell you everything that David and I told you is false. He's going to try to reel you back in.
You know, he's real smart. I know.
So just be careful. Even though you're deleting Slack, he's still going to appear somewhere else.
We got a lot of things to do ahead of us.
Well, is there anything you want to say to Lily?
I'm glad you got it cleared up and done. And you're not over there going, I told you.
Well, now we know. Well, I just want to say thank you for doing all this and exposing everything. So now that we know.
And others who happen to know them. You
The truth.
exposed him, yeah.
Yeah, so what we're gonna do, so I have a site called scamcomplaints.org. Okay, we're gonna take all this information that we've gotten, we're gonna upload it to Scam Complaints. That way, if anybody is talking to these people that you're talking to, if they look up the phone numbers, the email addresses, it will show that it was reported as a scam, and it will prevent other people from being scammed. And then we will also help you file a police report. But the next step is Lily, if you can just do a credit check for your mom, and then just make sure that this person hasn't gotten access to credit. get the phone situated, clear the phone out, change the passwords, maybe even change the phone number. But I do know one thing, Lily does care about you, Lillian, and I hope that you will be in a better place at this point. You're gonna start going to church now, meet new people, get into a different section of the care facility, and get access to your money now. Oh, we'll let you go. I will follow up with Paul, okay, and try to get a hold of him. So I will have an answer for you by 4:30 p.m. on Thursday about Paul, okay?
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
All right, ladies, it was nice meeting you.
Thank you.
Talk to you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Seekers, it's almost time for our weekly live stream. Come hang out with our team and get a live update on the case you just watched. You can find the link to our live stream on our YouTube channel by clicking the live tab and by clicking on our most recent video. If you've been involved in a romance scam, don't forget to report it. It helps get the word out and can potentially help stop other people from being scammed. Thanks for watching. Remember, all of our newest videos go out every Thursday. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to see more, you should probably click one of these two videos.